Let's talk about the supernatural in Macbeth. Because religion was so important in Shakespeare's time, the supernatural was greatly feared because it was associated with the devil and therefore went against God. Women believed to be witches were often hunted down, killed, and generally persecuted. Audiences of the time then would have been very disturbed and frightened to see the supernatural shown so much on the stage in the play Macbeth. We're going to look at 3 moments in the play where we see the supernatural. We see it in Act 1, Scene 1, with fair is foul and foul is fair. This is actually part of the witches' speak, which is spoken in trochaic tetrameter, which was a meter used to indicate supernatural characters because of its chant-like, spell-like sound. It's in fact a paradox, saying one thing is another and that thing is the other thing. And what it indicates is that in this play, nothing is quite as it seems. So we don't quite know if good is evil or evil is good, and we don't quite know if the supernatural is natural or the natural is supernatural. We're then going to look at Act 2, Scene 2, where we see the famous line, "Is this a dagger I see before me?" This is when Macbeth hallucinates or sees a floating dagger in the air. This is just before he kills Duncan, and it's there to kind of tempt him into doing it. So we don't know when we're watching the play whether this is part of Macbeth perhaps going mad, or whether this is a supernatural force pulling him towards the evil deed. We're now going to look at Act 3, Scene 4, where Macbeth sees Banquo's ghost. He says, "Never shake thy gory locks at me." Now, the use of the adjective gory gives us a horrific image, whilst also we see that Macbeth is now frightened of the supernatural rather than intrigued by it as he was earlier in the play. The key takeaway for the supernatural in Macbeth is that we are never quite sure if it's real or not, but it's always a force that is pulling Macbeth towards evil doings.